1. Cut down your costs. This is the best time to evaluate how much you spend and search for cheaper alternatives. The easiest way to do this is by listing down each and every regular expense, listing all other alternatives and selecting the best based on functionality and cost. Once done, create a proper budget that you have to abide by. Don't stay with too much cash. Separate your accounts for each expense. Essentially, be conscious of what each dollar you have will be spent on. Also, don't buy things that depreciate in value. This isn't the time to upgrade your television or buy that new car that you've always wanted. Stop trying to impress your neighbors or friends. Instead, invest your money wisely. 2. Be a superhero at work. If a recession forces your employer to cut back, how can you position yourself to keep that job? Non-essential employees easily get laid off first, so focus on making yourself indispensable. Don't sleep on opportunities to acquire new skills or more responsibility. 3. Pay down your debts. If you have any debt, now is the time to put repayment plans into place. Should you find yourself with less income during a recession, paying off your credit cards now will free up money in the future, money that will get you through hard times. 4. Take advantage of company perks. If you are employed, this is the time to utilize all the company benefits. Take advantage of the medical plan you currently have, as it's not guaranteed you'll always have it. During recessions there are major layoffs. This means you will have to cater to all your expensive medical bills. Andrea Blackwelder, an expert financial planner, advises employees to visit their doctors for full body checkups while they are still employed. What other perks does your employer provide? Gym reimbursement? Training assistance? Specific discounts on certain purchases? There are all sorts of benefits lurking on your organization's HR portal. The best thing you could do right now is to use them before you lose them. However, don't overspend just to get some discounts. For instance, you could be better off holding some restaurant vouchers and eating a home-cooked meal. 5. Minimize borrowing. Refinancing might make sense if lower interest rates could save you money in the long run, but you should shy away from taking on any new debt if you are concerned about a recession. Even though falling interest rates may make borrowing appear more attractive, the risk is that new borrowing could increase your monthly payments at just the wrong time. Those payments could become increasingly harder to make if your income goes down or money becomes tight due to a recession. 6. Improve your credit score. You must be wondering why you should be worried about your credit score when the economy is tanking, right? Here's why: prices of assets go down during a recession. In fact, houses during the 2006 crisis have doubled if not tripled in value today. Now here's the problem: the interest rates will tank too, but banks will not be willing to easily dish out loans. They only lend to the strongest borrowers, and the determining criteria is the credit score. This means if your credit ain't stellar, just forget it. Ensure you regularly check your credit report, pay loans off before deadlines, and keep an eye on any false report that could derail your score. This way you will be able to access loans during the tough economic times when emergencies arise. 7. Get a side gig. Losing your job would be a painful blow to your bank account unless you're able to find new employment quickly. That's why it's best to diversify your income if possible. The simplest way to do that is by starting a side gig. 8. Work on your mindset. Your mind is the most powerful tool. It can either build you or break you. It's very important to prepare your financial mindset for the coming recession. It all begins with your thoughts. Start by practicing gratitude for everything around you. Mindfulness, prayer, and meditation have proven to reduce stress levels and keep people healthy over the years. Plug into positivity podcasts and learn from your mentors. A great way to also change your mindset is by focusing on positive news and disregarding negative reports, unless they directly affect you. Also, be very mindful of how any thought affects your daily life. Just because the recession is going on doesn't mean you have to actively participate. What people don't understand is that personal finance isn't dependent on interest rates, political parties, the stock markets, or any other forces. Although these factors can have some influence, everyone has the power to thrive in any economy. Stay positive, keep searching for opportunities, always be ready to prosper even within the recession. Always remember, no situation is permanent. As Warren Buffett said, during the 2008 recession, "We're still in a recession, we're not going to be out of it in a while, but we will get out eventually." 9. Build up an emergency fund. Most of us probably know we should have an emergency fund equivalent to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. But, especially when the economy is doing well, it can be easy to shrug it off. But when talk of a recession grows, it's wise to turn your attention to your emergency fund. Unemployment frequently rises during recessions, and should you find yourself out of work for a few months, you'll want to be able to tap into cash reserves. You don't have to start big. First, take stock of your income and spending. Make note of your bare essentials, or fixed costs. That's probably your rent or mortgage payment, cell phone, internet, utilities, food, insurance, and transportation. Tally up your expenses for the month, depending on how many months. If that number looks intimidating to begin with, don't stress. Set a goal to save money and start with a small recurring daily, weekly, or monthly deposit into your savings account. From there, continue and increase your contribution until you've reached at least 3 to 6 months of expenses. Also, if you want to survive this recession peacefully, make sure to like, share, and subscribe.